10.9. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन माम् उपयान्ति ते तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं च योगं तं येन माम् उपयान्ति ते. Translation by Shri Prabhupada ki jai. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. May I request Mataji or Prabhuji, anyone to read the shloka once?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I?
Yes, Mataji, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, text 10. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajantam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam emam upayanti te. Translation by His Grace, Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. So this is one of the shloka in the Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, right? Bhagavad Gita. So the four shlokas 10.8, 9, 10, and 11 are very important. It is the complete essence of Bhagavad Gita, which is given in these four shlokas, Chaturshloki. So in 8 and 9, like in the eighth shloka, it is established how Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the source of everything. That is what is told in the shloka 8th one, 10.8. And then after that 10.9, it talks about how his pure devotees, how Krishna's pure devotees worship him, and how they take pleasure in talking about and discussing about his transcendental topics, right, related to Krishna. So this is what is being told in 10.9. Now in 10.10, how Krishna is saying how he is reciprocating with such devotees in the sense the devotees whom he it's been told in in the ninth shloka about such devotees, how he is going to reciprocate. Here it is said, Tesham. The shloka itself starts like this, right? Tesham. To those in the sense, those devotees who take pleasure in discussing about the transcendental pastimes of the Supreme Lord. So, those devotees, Krishna saying, Tesham satata yuktanam, constantly serving Krishna. Bhajatam Preeti Purvakam. They take pleasure in talking and glorifying the Lord, right? So this is one part. Tesham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Preeti Purvakam. That is the first part. Then what this is done by the devotees, right? Done by devotees. And then Dadami, this is the second part Krishna says is what he is doing here. Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upayanti Te. I give the understanding. So that the second part, what he is doing, he is saying, I give the understanding by which, for what he is giving the understanding, for us to go back, to break the cycle of birth and death and go back to him, by which they can come to me. Krishna is nicely promising here, right? Like very nice sloka. So, this two parts, what the sadhakas have to do and what Krishna is doing for them. So, what sadhakas has to do? Constantly, it's very, very simple. What we have to do is very simple. Most of the job is done only by Krishna. What we have to do? Constantly engage in the devotional service of Krishna, right? But with what? How we are doing the devotional service, that is very, very important here. Krishna says with lots and lots of love. When the devotional service to him is done, that's it. Then what is Krishna doing apart from what we are doing? What he is giving is, he is giving us the intelligence what should be done next. For what he is giving us the intelligence, what should be done. Just like with that intelligence, how are we going to reach him, right? So that back going back home to Godhead, he gives the intelligence. When we do the devotional service with lots of love, that's enough from the sadhaka point, and Krishna will take care of the rest so that we reach the destination correctly. So here, Krishna is talking about Buddhi Yoga more. It is the aspect of Bhakti Yoga, right? So let us see what Prabhupada is saying in the purport. Buddhi means intelligence, and yoga means mystic activities or mystic elevation. When one tries to go back home, back to Godhead, and takes fully to Krishna consciousness in devotional service, his action is called Buddhi Yoga. In other words, Buddhi Yoga is a process by which one gets out of the entanglement of the material world. The ultimate goal, progress, is Krishna. So the process here is the Buddhi Yoga, right? That is very, very important. Sambandham, the three steps we talk about, right? What are the three? Sambandha, Prayojana, what is Abhidaya, right? So that is what it is. Sambandha, Abhidaya, and Prayojana. First we have to know that we are not this body, and we are like a eternal servant of Krishna. We have to know the relationship of us with Krishna. That is very, very important. That one, so that is the destiny, right? We are related to Krishna. We are servant of Krishna. So the destination, we are clear. What should we do? We have to go back home, back to Godhead. We are related to Krishna, so we have to go back. That is our goal. So that is very important. Then Sambandha, Abhidaya. What is the Abhidaya? That Sambandha we established, right? Abhidaya is the process. So the path, we have to be very clear which path we are going to take. We know the destination, but when we don't know the right path, then even the GPS, right? Like when we are going with the GPS location or whatever it is, we have to know the path. Even if we just deviate from the path, also the GPS says take a U-turn, go back again till we come back to the right path. It keeps on like detouring or redirecting us to come back to the path. Why? Because the path is very, very important to reach the destination. If we are not in the right path, the destination we cannot reach. So therefore these two things are very, very important. What are that? We have to know the destination, and the right path has to be known. What is the right path? The right path has to be a bona fide path, right? The bona fide right path, that is what Bhakti Yoga. Here we are saying we are so fortunate that we are in this process of Bhakti Yoga. We know the path, we are in the path, but it is just a matter of how fast you go, right? Like, anyway, definitely if you know the destination and if you are in the right path, it doesn't matter, you're going to definitely reach day to day. And even if you walk or if you run, whatever it is, you're going to reach the destination because you're in the right path. If you take a car, like, you can go fast, but you're not on the right path, you get deep. Then what is the point in going in car, right? It's better to go walking itself in the right path towards the right destination. So we being in the right path is very, very important. That bona fide path is very important. That's what Prabhupada says. This bona fide path is very, very special. In This is Bhakti Yoga. Because why it is special? It is given by Krishna himself, right? He himself gave us this Bhakti Yoga, this path. He has described various angas of this bhakti. So therefore this path, the bona fide path to reach the destination is very important. It might take time. It might take time, or the people who are really serious and who are really intense, right? Like we know the path, we are in the right. Sorry, we know the destination, we are in the right path, and the person is very serious and he's endeavoring with a real sincerity and seriousness. He will go fast, right? So even if you're not faster also, still the destination is there, is for sure, and we are going to reach the destination. The distance between Krishna and us, slowly, day to day, it becomes less and less when we are in the right bona fide path. So like the people who are very serious and who are very intense, they reach Krishna in this very lifetime itself. So that is the only difference. The path is very, very important here. Prabhupada also says, people do not know this. Therefore, the association of devotees and a bona fide spiritual master are important. One should know that the goal is Krishna, and when the goal is assigned, then the path is slowly but progressively transversed, and the ultimate goal is reached, right? So even if we are very slow, even if we are walking, we are not taking a car and going intensely, it's okay. Still we are walking, the distance is reduced, eventually we are going to attain Krishna. But when we are in the path, two things are very, very important. Again, the association of devotees and the guidance of the bona fide spiritual master. We are in the path, so there should be every checkpoint or every milestone, right? Okay, we are not deviated, we are not deviated from the path, because deviation, like the three modes of material nature, we are occupied. So therefore the deviations also will be there, but we should be very clear and determined that this is the path, this is the destination, this is how we are going. So, what are the two things which are helping us? We have to follow the rules and regulation. We have to be under a bona fide spiritual master, following his guidance, and always we have to be in the association of devotees. If we miss even one of these two, even if we are in the path, there are a lot of chances for us to get deviated. Because because what Prabhupada says here is, like, there are people who know the destination very well, but what happens is they are always into the fruitive activities. They are into karma yoga, they are not in this path of bhakti yoga. They are into a different path, fruitive activities. And the second variety is all, they know the destination, Krishna is the destination, they know, but how the path is different. They have that mental speculation path, so they are jnana yogis, there are different path. But we are in the bhakti marg, right? So this is the right path. Krishna says we should not get deviated to these different paths. So therefore we have to be under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master who comes under the parampara system, and then we always have to be in the association of the devotees. So when we do these things, then 50% of the work is done, 50% is done for us. Then it is only the endeavor. We just like, we will definitely march towards the goal of life. It is very, very easy. After that, Krishna will take care. When a person knows the goal of life but is addicted to the fruits of activities, he is acting in karma yoga. Those are the, like, deviations, right? If we are not under the if we are not under the rules and regulation or the guidance of the bona fide master, or if we are not under in the association of the devotees, right? So lots of deviations will happen here. Prabhupada also says, he knows the goal of life but is addicted to the fruits of activities. He's acting in karma yoga. When he knows the goal, that is Krishna, but he takes a pleasure in mental speculation, then it is to be understood that, yeah, he is acting in jnana yoga. And when the person knows the goal and seeks Krishna completely, Krishna consciousness, devotional service, he is acting in Bhakti Yoga or Buddhi Yoga, which is the complete yoga. So the marg is very, very important. And here again, like Krishna is just again repeatedly saying, Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the highest mark. It is the best to reach Krishna. So these three marks, and the right mark is Bhakti Yoga. We should have the firm determination what we are, which way, which path we are in. We should have the determination for that to reach the goal. So those two things are also very important. We should have the firm determination. We should be very serious about what we are doing, right? What is it, our role is like, you have to simply follow the guidance of the spiritual master, be in the association of the devotees, and be in the right marg, right path, Bhakti Yoga, then the destination sure. So we will never get deviated from this. That's what Prabhupada also says. A person may have a bona fide spiritual master and may be attached to a spiritual organization, but if he is still not intelligent enough, what will happen, right? That's what Krishna is saying. The answer for that is Tadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mam Upayanti Te. So the qualification for reaching the destination, what are the two qualifications? Completely engage in Krishna consciousness with full lots of love and determinate devotion towards Krishna. So if this is done, then that is enough. Like if he is serious and if he does it with a determination, then he doesn't have to think what to do next. Like those two things, that sincerity is very, very important, and the quality is very important. When that is there, then like Krishna will give the intelligence automatically. Krishna says here, Tadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, I will give him the intelligence for what? Yenamam Upayanti Te, by which they can come to me. So you don't have to really like endeavor, okay, I have to go. You know the destination, you know the path. Just follow those instructions what's given by your spiritual master. Do it with dedication, do it with sincerity, do it with lots and love and devotion to Krishna. Then Krishna takes care. He gives us the intelligence what to do next and how to reach him. So it is very, very simple. Here we are doing very less work, right? Krishna is doing the most of the work. So the quantity is also important. Quantity is also a quantity. We have to do 16 rounds minimum chanting. We have to hear Bhagavad Gita. We have to read the scriptures, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, everything. All those are also important. But how much quality we have in that, right? That is very, very important. When that is also being taken care, we have to have a checkpoint for us. Are we in the devotee association? Are we following the guidance of our spiritual master? So, like, are we doing are we doing the rules and regulation? Are we following the rules and regulation? Are we chanting properly? What is the quality of chanting we are doing? Every time whenever we are chanting Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, is it coming deep from our heart calling for Krishna? Every time we have to check. Definitely everybody is not perfect. It's all the process. Even that, okay, I did not do this many rounds properly, I did only 2 rounds. In 16 rounds I did only 2 rounds properly, rest are all broken. But still, even that is an offering for Krishna, right? Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, like, at the end of the life, it's like taking all our chanting, and then it giving like an offering. I just have all these broken names, Krishna, something like that, right? Like how Sudama just gave those chipped rice to Krishna, he was hiding. In fact, he doesn't wanted to give it to Krishna. He was hiding, like, oh my God, I just got this. So it is, we are also in the same state. But what is the mood we are carrying? How much of love towards Krishna we have? Even those broken names, whatever, but we still feel, oh no, I did not do it, right? So day to day, that is also an offering to Krishna. That itself will improve our chanting. Krishna will give us the intelligence. So we have to concentrate in that. Quantity is also important, and quality is more than important than the quality. When these two comes with the sincerity and dedication, like everything, or the love and the devotion will automatically manifest. Krishna will give us the intelligence what to do and how to do. So these are very, very important. Sincere and devotion to Krishna, devotional activities with lots and loads of love for the precious of Lord. So that's what Krishna says here. Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. For those people who are always finding pleasure in talking about the transcendental pastimes of me, Krishna says, Dadami buddhi yogam tam. For them, I give the intelligence. For what? For coming back to me. So the destination has to be clear, and the bona fide path, the bhakti yoga, the bhakti marg, has to be clear with the milestones, with the guidance of the spiritual master, and in the association of the devotees. Then the time is the matter, because we have a lot of baggage, right? uh, we have lifetime after lifetime, we are bringing all the baggage. So all those things has to be cleared, right? So it will take time when we are in the path, but it is just a matter of time. It is just a matter of your intensity, right? If you are in the right path, and if you are convinced, we have to be very much convinced about these two things. What is the destination? What is the path I am? When we are convinced, definitely the seriousness is like going through it like in a car or whatever the fast vehicle it is. So we will reach the destination in this very lifetime itself. It is just a matter of time how serious we are. But so Krishna is saying bhakti yoga is the perfect marg for reaching him. And if the one who is in this with lots of love and dedication towards me, I will take care and I will give him the right intelligence. So this is the shloka for today, Matajis and Prabhus. If any question, discussion, more than welcome. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna
Thank
Mataji,
you.
there are pranams.
Hare Krishna
Any
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare
Thank
Krishna
you very
Mataji.
much,
Thank you,
Mataji, for
Pranam.
a
Thank you,
wonderful class.
Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Mataji, Dhanvat to everybody assembled. Hare Krishna.
Dhanava Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Dhanava. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, thanks so much, Mataji.
Thank you very much. Thank you so
Thank
much for a wonderful class.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Hare Krishna
Hare
to all
Krishna
devotees
Mataji.
assembled here. Hare Krishna. Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
With permission, can we end the class, Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Shri Hari Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Pranams to
Krishna,
you.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna,
Hare
everybody.
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna
Ending the
Prabhu. With
class.
your permission, can I leave,
Yeah.
Prabhu?
Yes, thank
Thank
you.
you, Prabhu.
Hare
Hare Krishna.